Hi everyone. All right, so we got continuing on here, Blood 4, Throne Claim, the Throne of Life. Let's go ahead and look at that. That's from Pelagia, I think. Very nice throne. Um, Voice, no sites. Found this site here. A couple of sites here in Agenor. So that was nice pickup. As well as this wolf oak over here. More blood hunting. Not that much blood hunting, honestly, but better than nothing. Shambhala tried to attack me, and it did not go well for them. This thug worked well against a centaur-less crew. We go ahead and look at the thug that was deployed there. This is her loadout, so she's got the stone skin armor that turns effectively into iron skin when she berserks, and then other than that, just basic standard gear. She's got relatively a lot of gear, just because otherwise, like, her encumbrance would be too much, because we've got it howd out here. Either way, the actual battle's pretty uneventful. Over here, so this was me trying to fight that Asphodel siege force, and as you can see, it did not go well. So that's unfortunate. We go ahead and watch here. There's a ton of black centaurs. Absolute massacre of them. We've got a few lamias, some minotaurs. I mean, the usual AI horde of random shit. But just so many goddamn black centaurs. So you'll recall my plan involved summoning a bunch of elementals. So let's see how many we get. We've got a bit of swarm to keep some space here. This guy's working on summoning. Yeah, so they're still working on summoning. I've got the Molochs here, making imps. Campbell's for free is surrounded by centaurs. His hat is spewing acid. Got one fire elemental at this point, one air elemental. Thought I had more people making elementals, but I guess, yeah, it's just those two, because those are the only two that can do it. He's at 12 fatigue. He's also at 12. Bull of Heaven. What's he doing? Oh, he's casting Howl. We should see that go off in a second. Or maybe not. He gets interrupted by this shit. Campbell's for free is holding up just fine against the black centaurs. Howl goes off. So we've got two fire elementals, and fire elementals are great against these random shit, but it's just too little. Looks like Campbell's for free is holding up quite well against this crew, though. 23 protection, he hasn't even gone berserk yet. And he's got just one click of reinvigoration, but that's still not nothing. So we end up forcing a decent amount of retreats, like all the black centaurs are running away. Problem is, the Campbell's for free runs away rather than finishing off the job here. Which means that when it comes to taking the fortress, even without most of the black centaurs, just the random shit that's left is enough to overwhelm these two deers. So, did not lose Campbell's for free. Did lose several other mages, including this unique white heart. and the unique Bull of Heaven. Took out a quarter of the Black Centaurs, and then a bunch of random crap. At the very least, though, I have a bit of hope because the AI does not seem to have a counter for cannibals for free. Over here, Asphodel continues raiding up north where I've got no protection. We'll see whether they cut back this way, or I don't think that they have Mountain Walk to go into Pantocrator's Legacy. But if they do, this thug I'm gearing up is going to be ready to push back. The Banderlog continues to attack me, so fuck those guys, seriously. I've got a bunch of God Reavers over here, so I'll just go and like reclaim some of this. Looks like Banderlog has a Kanara over here, but interestingly enough, they do not have any of their Gandharvas. That, and I did not see a message from them about Celestial Garden going up, which says to me that with just a bunch of white ones and priests, like, this is a pretty killable squad. And just to recall, they're Bless. So it's Heat-Aura, Cold-Aura, neither of which are particularly concerning to me. A bunch of resists, and like the only thing that actually makes them more killy is, I guess they've got Undying, so they live a little longer, and Blood Surge. So they still have their standard protection of 14 and defense of 15, and Banderlog did not bring along anyone to buff them. So I think that my Reavers should just reave right through them. We will see. Yeah, that's silly. Let's go ahead and push further into Shambhala. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to having to fight another war while Asphodel is proving to be more than I planned on dealing with, but so what I gotta do is what I gotta do. At this point, I think I've got enough of these guys to go make some noise over here. So let's go ahead and do that. I need someone to lead these guys. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get all those guys joined up together here in Avoca, and then I'll just have them go around and counterattack Asphodel to the north. Conquered this fortress, minimal casualties. And that's most of what I'm going to get from Shambhala, which is fine. This is Asphodel's god. And let's go ahead and recall what he's got here. The only buff the AI has deigned to cast on him is regeneration. Excuse me, which means that he's just sitting there with his 11 protection, and he's out of Dominion, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so his HP is much lower than normal. Although being a pretender, he does spread his own Dominion. So, I figured that what I'd like to do is send my Molochs over to him and just drown him in imps, and they'll carve through that, I'm pretty sure. And I've still got 2 Molochs, 3 Molochs, yep. So hopefully I can catch him alone. That'll be nice to turn off their bless. Assassination attempt on money. Good luck with that. Then Sibylline, got a horror helmet, and some rest there. Overall, still got a decent amount of land. I used to have this land, and now I don't. But instead, I've got this land that I grabbed from Shambhala. And I will push back on Asphodel. I think that now that I've got finally some thugs in the area, those will prove, hopefully, harder for Asphodel to deal with, and I should be able to clean this up with a little less attrition than what I've been dealing with. But, as always, we will see. Continuing to just recruit, make shit, summon, research. I get blood 5, so I will be able to start doing some advanced crossbreeding, which I very much look forward to. Where am I doing regular crossbreeding this turn? It's got to be somewhere. And I want it around here. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and track that down. You don't have to watch that. So, as always, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next turn.